Daisy's getting a little pissed off with Eddie. He's constantly nicking her this evening. And after a day of doing this, as you can see, we made some really good progress. Daisy gets a little bit annoyed with Eddie's bumping, because so imagine, you do, I don't know how many bucketfuls a day, and if you hit it every time or every other, it jostles the truck, so she gets a little upset. But how are we doing tonight? Did we have a good day? Did we achieve any goal that we may have set? I did. I got one done. I got Henry back up and running. He's having a hard time connecting into his charger because of his base is not the substructure of what it sits on is very sandy, and it makes it quite unstable, and over time it makes it uneven, and Henry needs a really good level base to charge up and work properly. But we're just digging here. We're moving pretty nicely. We're backing up, as you can see. We've gone up to the fence to the right, and we're just going to back up to the walkway, and then we can work on the far side spot. This morning on TikTok at 7:30, we go live on 7:30 TikTok. We went to about 9:05, I think it was today, about an hour and a half. And we managed to dump, I think, 4 loads of Daisy's dump truck, spread out Uncle Paulie's, spread out the dirt, and Natalie Way is coming along nicely. But give us a like, give us a tap on the screen. It'll bring more people into our live, and they can check out the fruit experience, It is kind of a fruit experience. If you look at the last video on the site, and a little bit of wisdom about repetition and, what we can do to try to overcome that. That's kind of where that one went to. But definitely check out Jurassic Garden. That's listed in there. It's not pinned or anything. I don't have the ability to highlight something like you do on TikTok. TikTok, I can pin things, pin popular videos and, videos I want people to see a little bit more. It's kind of nice. But this is working good. This is our 3rd live now. We were live yesterday were we live yesterday for a little bit? I don't recall. Yeah, I think we were. I think yesterday we continued on with what we're doing here. We're definitely making progress, though. Trying to get as much dirt as we can into Daisy's bucket. Eddie is on a nasty angle. He's like, I can't really do much about that. And Daisy's just patiently waiting while Fruit observes. Fruit's been pretty busy today. He's been close to the action. So it's kind of makes me wonder why he's being so, not micromanaging, but just there. He's usually off at the production area, so he's reviewing plans and just making new plans, right? But today he's been kind of on site and close. A lot of times he's off a little bit. So it makes me wonder what's going on here. But good evening. It's 5:15 Eastern. We're gonna experience sunset soon. It's getting darker and darker earlier. It's that time of year. The Earth rotates just that little bit, right? So that we lose the sun. Well, Eddie is just killing it, though. He really is. He has become such a great operator over his time this year. I'm really impressed. And, everybody has stuff they can learn. That's one thing. We can all learn something, right? I think Daisy's full. What do you guys say? Nice afternoon surprise. Welcome, wholesome hot mess. I remember you. Thank you. How are you today? It is a nice little afternoon surprise. Look at that nice leaf sitting on top of that pile, huh? Thanks for being here. We're gonna take off a little bit. Let's get Daisy moving. Get her down to the dump area. We have to turn her around a few times. Okay, let me get you in your position. You can see how Natalie Way has really taken shape. The grade is really coming along nicely. I guess this would be oh boy, upper Widowmaker Ave. Now we want this to be right around here, I think is good. Just enough that we can push down, we go back a little bit. Hopefully she will be able to pull out. That's always our issue with Daisy. Looks like she's gonna do it. Beautiful. Leave a dump bed up. Why not, right? Oh, there's a little bit, yeah. Oh gosh, see that? There's a light stand in the way. Looks like one of those lights. Nice job, Daisy. Nice. All right. Hi, Ash. How are you? What's happening? You got Daisy coming in, grabbing dirt. Eddie's ripping it up pretty nicely. Fruit's hanging out. She can't get up there. She's trying. She's going to try to hug it as close to Eddie as possible. The only problem is she has a lot of weight in the back end. We added weight to her, but she doesn't have a lot in the front end. So she tends to slide around, as you can see. Okay, I think that'll work. What do you guys think? Think she'll make it there? Coming a little bit closer now, so we can take a seat. Daisy's decal, yeah, you like it? She's got her name on the back. Life is fruit on top, you know. She's doing it up, babe. Daisy is killing it. I was mentioning earlier she went out on a date over the weekend and met somebody, and so that was kind of interesting. She revealed it over the morning meeting today. I mean, why Tuesday morning, not Monday morning? But oh, Monday morning we had a rain out. That's why. So, yeah, she went out and had a good time. Me too. I agree with you there, wholesome hot mess. I hope he likes theater because it's gonna be drama, right? It's gonna be drama. But we'll see where that progresses. Daisy is a tough catch. She doesn't bite the line fully, if you know what I'm saying. She looks at that lure pretty closely before she bites. So we'll see what happens. But it'll be interesting to see. Am I in the backyard? Yeah, I'm kind of in. Yeah, I guess I'm in the backyard. You can see my driveway through the slats in the fence. But yeah, the backyard. You got to be picky, right? I think in anything, you don't want to jump to. I don't know. I should talk. I was picky. I didn't get married till I was old. Old. I didn't have kids till I was old. You know, I was very picky, and I think I picked the right one. You know what I mean? You got to be picky. Okay, let's see what happens. Look at this. Oh, okay, not bad. But and what else did Eddie? Eddie said something kind of interesting today too. I forgot what it was. Um, during morning meetings, it's almost like a Protestant church. We have our joys and concerns, and I forgot what Eddie's was. I think his joy was that he was looking forward to collecting in the winter. And Preet said, "Don't be too sure about that." That was pretty funny. Thanks, Ash, for stopping. We'll talk to you later. See you next time, hopefully. I can read the comments much better on YouTube than I can on TikTok for some reason. I think it's the white is whiter, maybe? I'm trying to see. Oh, yes. I see a picture now. I do, Maria. I like your title, Wholesome Hot Mess. I was wondering, you were being very verbose. And you knew a lot about Daisy. Well, you wanted an afternoon session. Now you got it. Okay. Hope you had a good day. I sat around. I've been waiting on edits. Client has the videos, and then they'll give me edits, or we'll wrap the project. I got a meeting tomorrow on a new project, and we'll see where it goes from there. I hope it goes well. And then that's it. I'm pretty much back to Fruit World. I haven't produced anything yet. I'm working on something, but I've been kind of weird in terms of that, Today's been good. Got a few minutes left at work, but it's slow. Okay, well, slow is good sometimes, right? Yeah, I got a meeting tomorrow, and it's an in-person meeting, so this is unusual for me. I usually have Zoom meetings, but this is going to be an in-person one, which will be good. I'll get to see an old friend and meet a new friend. I worked with this woman at a college. She was the marketing director, and we did a lot of work together for this pretty good college. Unfortunately, they're no longer. They COVID kind of killed them. If you know what I mean? They were the #2 gaming school in the country at one point, and I did some really good work for them. I had a lot of fun. I like healthcare, education, that kind of stuff, everything. But yeah, thanks. Wholesome hot mess. I'm gonna have to follow you back. Husband Manny to the movie dog. Yeah, you could look online. Look on the main public television website. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to play it, and it's. I think like I was watching. I was going looking. I had a. Oh God, I feel so bad. Now, I do videotaping for people, right? And I keep their footage as long as I can. And I had her stuff for almost 6 months, and I just recently put a new project on it. It's a portable drive that I use for clients, and what I'll do is I'll recycle them. And it was literally less than a month ago. I just started to recycle this stuff, and oh God, I got a call today from the producer saying if I had the footage. Oh, I'm heartbroken. Because I did. And it made me realize I'm not going to get rid of anything anymore. I try to make it my thing to keep every piece of footage I've ever worked on. And for some reason, I wasn't editing. I was just shooting. She had 2 copies of it. I had a copy of it. And then, 6 months down the road, I just feel rotten about it. It's terrible. Yeah, it was a whole week of shooting. I hope it's not the case that she deleted it. I mean, that would be kind of dumb. And she had two copies to boot. You know, she had a copy and then she made a copy. Um, and then I had a copy up until a month ago, but I was trying to figure, how long am I required? I told her I'd keep it for a few months. So I did do that. Oh, I just feel awful. Because I just got rid of it for another project. And I didn't have to even. I could have probably found another drive and put it on, but I had it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't hear from her and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, gosh. I feel horrible. And I like the client, too. They were great to work with. Look at Daisy. She's going crazy, huh? Yeah, I do, too. I hope she finds it there wholesome. Hot mess. I hope so, too. There's nothing worse than having that feeling because it's a lot of money, okay? It's a lot of money. That's all I'm going to say. You're probably talking, oh God, probably about 10 grand worth of shooting for that. It was 4 days. I think it's roughly 20 something hundred a day, 2,200 roughly. And yeah, oof, that hurts. I hope it works. I'm gonna have to check in to see, but I'm afraid to call because I don't want them to have false impressions. You know what I mean? Oh, Mike's calling again. Oh God, he might have the footage. No, I don't have it. I don't think Tom has it either. My guy I was shooting with, it was on his cards, but we've used him twice since. We've done many projects since. He's probably done 20 projects since that time. And you only have so many cards, and you can keep them for as long as you can. Oh, why didn't I do that? I feel bad. It's bothering me, That's my Libra, Maria. The Libra in us. I can't worry about it because I was fine prior to the phone call, right? I usually, when I get stuff like I shoot, one, it's backed up to a drive, and then two, I back it up to another drive, and then once I finish the first cut, like I have, I back it up using a backup piece of software. So now I have at least the basic cut, because that can happen, especially now. Before you had tapes, you could always go back to the tapes, and they were hard. They were hard tapes. So unless you ran them over a magnet or reused them as well, which you never did, because I used to budget. I still have tapes of people's stuff. So you had a hard asset, but with digital, the only hard asset you have is a hard drive. Oh, gosh. I just hope. I've been racking my brain, too, most of the day on that. I spent a good couple hours working on it, looking for the project for her. Maybe I copied it somewhere, but a lot has happened. A lot of fruit. I use this program. I got this, well, at least I know it works. I have this program that can find, deleted data. And I said, my goodness, let me see if it's on, if I can find anything on this drive, because it has been erased. If I can find any remnants of anything on the drive, maybe it'll give me some hope, I could say, well, yeah, it's definitely gone, or, well, anyway, I couldn't find any remnants of it. I had it scanned for a couple hours, too. Found a lot of fruit Jablanski stuff, but I didn't find one shot or a photo. I took a bunch of photos. I have the photos, I think, in my iPhoto library, but I may have gotten rid of those, too, because my iPhoto library is kind of my personal library, and unfortunately, it just ingests everything. So whatever it is, it takes in. And I had all these headshots of a woman. Hopefully, she still has those. Oh gosh, I don't know. That sucks. Yeah, we do. See, you're right, Maria. We do have that excessive guilt. And like I said, should I? That's unfortunately, I hate that things happen, but I have that guilt on me about it because I did have it. I did have it up until just recently. And I just said to her, oh, I won't be hearing from her. That's what I literally what I said when I saw the footage. Because I saw it there and I looked at some of the photos. I even looked at some of the footage. But it's one of those things, it was mainly screens, so they can easily be reshot and cheaply. We just wouldn't have well, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we have to go through the same. We did do some product stuff, but hopefully it's not a total loss. I mean, that would be awful if it was. And this is the second shoot. She had stuff that we shot 6 months earlier, and soon we spent another week shooting. I thought they were calling to do another week. That was the honest. When I saw the number pop up, the producer, I was like, oh, what's going on? We're going to shoot some more? Oh, that's cool. Oh, look out for Fruit's head. I almost hit him. We almost had an ocean incident live on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that reach, huh? I'm going to pull Daisy into the front there. That was a long reach. Couldn't make it. Oh, I can get that dirt out anyway. I want to work around Fruit somehow. Think I'll make that? I don't know. We got that 3-eye Atlas comet coming. I hear so much stuff about that thing. I don't know what's true and what's not true. I like science, so comets are right up my alley. But yeah, that 3-eye Atlas comet, it changes, it's doing this, it's changing course, it's picking up this, it's doing that. I don't know what to believe. It's crazy. I can't, rely on TikTok to be truthful. That's one thing I've learned. Even though I do hear, like, I heard about Ace Frehley's death on TikTok first. A couple other deaths I heard about first. Somebody else died recently that I heard about on TikTok. That was a crazy one, the Kiss guitar player dying. That was weird, because he was on tour. He just played here, oh gosh, over the summer. We played up at Hampton Beach. We have this thing called the Hampton Beach Casino. And the funny thing is, there's not a slot machine to be found, or anything. It's not even a casino, but that's what they call it. I know Daisy can do it. She gets in there. Good old days. He's getting there. We're getting close to Fruit. He's gonna, the Daisy's getting full again. It's kind of nice that she's working again. I don't have to call DNS recovery as often as I have in the past. This new grade to get down below is really much better. Should have thought of that to begin with, but we opened up a few more gardens, right? I'm going to take a look at the radishes to see what the scope is there. They look like they could be ready. I'm not sure. Again, I don't think I plant radishes deep enough. because they always seem to grow outside their dirt. You know, I don't get that beautiful, like, satisfying pull up. Wow, look how rich that soil is. That's pretty nice, huh? At least it's dark anyway. Okay, let's throw that on here, and then we'll send Daisy on her way because that's becoming a mess over here. Oh, look out for fruit. Oh, we almost had an ocean incident again. She's moving on out. Okay, we go back here and get her a nice new dump path. Everybody's got their leaf blowers going. It's getting to be that time of year. When you get home from work, you gotta do your yard work. Now look out for that little light peg. Not sure how that got there. It was very windy today. Very windy this morning. Okay, let's see here. I really think we need Uncle Paulie to come in, but what we'll do is we'll put her over here. Put this over there, good one, right there. That's good. Oh, there's our owl. He's around in the morning and he's around at night. He's looking for dinner. Come on over. I got plenty of rabbits. Look at that. Daisy's doing it like a champ. Wow, I'm impressed. She can do it. Wholesome hot mess. She can do it. Okay, let's get Uncle Paulie into the routine. We'll see if he has. I don't even know if he has any battery left. He may not. But we'll give him a go. We're gonna give him a go. Get you. Yeah. This will be kind of interesting. See how we can get it going here. Oh boy. It's already, it's heavy dirt. So we do what we do best. We start off at the sides and push it that way to get him into the thick of it. And he eventually will get it. Let's make sure we have the blade pushed up all the way. Enjoy your evening, Maria. Have a great one. The twins will be thrilled to see you, I'm sure. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great night. We have a great night coming up here. We have the Boston Bruins playing the Florida Panthers. And if you don't follow hockey, the Florida Panthers picked up Brad Marchand and won a Stanley Cup, and I'm so happy for him. But he was a long-time Bruin, so it's going to be an incredible game tonight. Looking forward to it. I hope we can win. I don't know if we will. The Panthers are really good. They're kind of our, what do they call it, nemesis? What's that when two teams, I forget, like the Yankees, Red Sox, rivals, that's it. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, I can. You can see a little bit more closer action. This is the Huina, oh gosh, 1583, maybe? I may be wrong on that. It's very inexpensive. You can get one on Amazon. Thanks, Maria. I do too. I think it will. I'm just going to be me, and I have the credentials. So somebody sent me this funny video, and um, I think it was all about me talking about filmmaking and whatnot. And it's a guy screaming at somebody like, "You have no talent. You have no art factor. You have," he starts screaming at the guy, and then he starts, "I'm a graduate of NYU Film Studies program. I went to the San Francisco art school." I mean, honestly, when you get to that, oh boy, what's happening? You got to get out of that mess. And then just fell down the hill. When you do that kind of work, when you get into those types of schools, you do have something. You do. You're not a slouch, okay? He goes on, "I walked Bob Dylan off the on the stage." I don't think we're ever going to get back up there, folks. This is Uncle Paulie's doom here. This is FDR Drive here. He's on it. This is like the beginning of it. And he just doesn't do a good job of climbing the hills with the blade, because the blade does, look at, he's already kind of going to be stuck. See? You can't do it. It's done. It's done for Uncle Paulie. We may have to call D and help him out. He might be able to climb the side. He has done that before. So we can try that. We'll see if we have enough battery for that action. But the video was pretty funny about the guy screaming at the art. And the funny was, the thing about it was there was no context to it. You didn't know who he was talking to. You didn't know what the whole conversation was about or anything like that. So it kind of left you going, okay, well, what does that really mean? But when he says, "I walked Bob Dylan on the stage," well, that's not I'll be honest, that's not an accomplishment. My buddy has walked many famous people on the stage. He was a DJ on the radio, and he has relationships with all kinds of different people. That's what they do. That's when you're a DJ, you interact with artists and stuff, and they will love you because they want you to promote their stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to get up here. Let's see. I'm going to try to get across some of these lower areas. Maybe? What do you think? Maybe? I'm going to try to push it out sideways here and then make myself a path. It's getting kind of difficult here. Because look at it's kind of, you could see how bunched up it is. So I'm going to have to do more this way without falling over. I think I'm stuck. I think I am. I got one track in the air. I've got the point. See? Oh, maybe not. I think this is going to be dinner time, folks. DNS recovery. Let's put this down. Let's put the ripper down. Maybe we can pick ourselves up. Nope. Pick up the ripper. Let's put the blade up and see if we can come back and forth. I think we're going to have to call DNS recovery. Well, we're kind of at this moment anyway. I think we're going to call it dinner time tonight, folks. But we'll try again tomorrow around 5 o'clock. We haven't set a time yet. We were only on for about 45 minutes today. We usually try to do an hour, but Uncle Paulie's stuck. It's getting darker. And then once the nighttime comes, I'm going to have to find some supplemental lighting, I think, in order to achieve what needs to be done here, because, the work continues. So thanks for being with us today. We're going to sign off at this moment, and we'll see you. If you want to join us on TikTok, it's Jablanski Excavation there. See if anything happens. No, we're stuck. And then we go live at 7:30, and then we have about the same videos you guys see on YouTube here. And then we're looking for a time to go live here. We may try to do a simulcast, YouTube, TikTok simulcast at 7:30. We get a lot of viewers on TikTok at that time. So we'll see. But thanks for joining us.